I am so sick and tired of seeing all these videos about action cameras, and it's just some guy sitting around talking about the action camera, maybe going on a walk, going through his city at night, trying to show you the low light capabilities of all these new action cameras. Nobody's doing any damn action. Here I am to do some action with the DJI Action 4 and the GoPro 12, and we are at Steamboat Ski Resort for some night riding. Let's hit the slopes and talk about the DJI Action 4 and the GoPro 12.
I should do it again.
When you're recording in 4K 60 on both of these, even though they both have a front screen, for some reason currently the DJI doesn't let you see what the camera sees on that front screen. Even though when you hit record that front screen doesn't show, it does show prior to hitting record, so you can still frame up your shot and make sure you like where everything's like pointed at before you do anything. I'm really going to be surprised if DJI does not update that in the firmware at some point. Now if you bump it down to 1080, it does show that front picture. The DJI Action 4 actually has a larger sensor size than the GoPro 12, which is what lets more light in so that it can hopefully do better, not only walking around a town doing nothing, but actually in action scenarios like we're doing here tonight at Steamboat Ski Resort here in Colorado. This video is in 4K 60 currently. During this video, we're gonna do a few different settings so we can sort of see how these both do at night. I promise you this is a lot bumpier than just walking around in some city trying to see how the cameras do. I'm breathing heavy because I'm actually out here doing this for you. So if you want to compare, see which one is better for your use, well, that's what this video is going to do for you. And if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you click the little bell notification down there and hit that subscribe button, because there will be a full review on the DJI Action 4 as well as a full comparison of it versus the GoPro 12 on this channel, being used for real action purposes. I haven't seen any of this footage yet, so I have no idea how it looks. All I can tell is that on the screen on the back on the GoPro, everything has a bit more of a blue tint than what's on the Action 4. I do have them both in their brighter color profile, vivid on the GoPro. Before this video is over, I want to do a couple more settings, all in full auto, because that's how most people use these cameras. They buy them, they pretty much use them in their auto settings. They might tweak a thing here or there, and that's okay because these things just kick ass with their auto settings 99% of the time. There are a couple more settings I want to tweak with in this, but not changing the auto exposure or any of that. We're talking about like the stabilization mode. I also want to mess with the slow motion, which is 120 frames, 240 frames a second. DJI lets you do that manually, and they have a slow motion mode. We have horizon bouncing on both of them. On the DJI, it's only going to 45 degrees. On the GoPro, it's complete, so we flip them like this. The DJI one should have done that. You can get full lock on it, but you have to change to a different setting. Here we go. Jonathan's gonna follow me. We're gonna see how it does.
Hi guys, I'm John the Buckhouse. I'm here for two reasons. I'm here to tell you to subscribe to Sean's channel and like the video. I'm also here to film this guy snowboarding for you guys so you don't get that super close up. Should I be spinning the camera the whole time?
No.
Come on, Sean!
No?
being choppy, guys. We should be getting incredible shots right now. Super stabilization, horizon lock on.
Where are you gonna land?
Kind of come like this, I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay. It's just always more fun riding with buddies. If we have it in that horizon lock, as you can tell, it's cropped in a lot. So if I film myself, you're just not gonna see as much. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See, you just don't get as much in. Hey, Johnny, whoa, shit!
Why are you so close to me?
Because I didn't know you weren't popping up on your feet. Oh. Okay, that's payback. You got me. You got me good. Now I've got one more test I want to do. We're going to do 240 frames a second instead of 120. And 240, we actually had to bump the GoPro down to 2.7K. It can only do wide. And the Action 4 into 1080 to get that 240. But it does seem to still let us have the wider field of view. And the color and what it can pick up in the dark, better than the GoPro. And that's due to that larger sensor size. It's going to be really interesting to see what the next generation of action cameras come out with. If they're going to finally come out with 1-inch sensors and other technology that really helps them do better at low light, because that's something GoPro's really been lacking. I haven't seen the footage yet, you have, so let me know in those comments below. From what I can tell on these back screens, the low light capabilities on the Action 4 far exceeds the GoPro 12. So if you are doing night riding or anything in lower light conditions and you're debating between the Action 4 and the GoPro 12, definitely consider that Action 4. I am putting links to all the products I use down in the description below, and if you have more questions about it, make sure to go ahead and ask me those in those comments. 240 frames a second, man. "240 frames a second, man."
Hey, we're hungry, dude. We're done. I meant it. I'm here for 2 reasons. I made the video better already. Now you guys got to subscribe. This is the end of the video. Buy the cameras. Which one's better?
It's never Action testing the low light. It's always a fat guy walking around the city with the lights, right? We're gonna walk and show you the light. You know, there's nothing wrong with being fat, though. There's nothing. I used to be fat. He used to be fat.
I used to go get fat.
Yeah.
Food.
So enjoy the Christmas lights. We're gonna go have some burritos, and we'll see you in the next one. I really want to know your opinions below. Do you agree with what I've seen so far? Is one of the 2 cameras better in low light than the other? That's what this video is about. You let me know what you think in those comments below. From what I've seen, the DJI is definitely the clear winner. It's been really hard for me to tell looking back at how the stabilization is doing on these smaller screens. Did one not only have a brighter image, but did the stabilization hold up? Thanks again for watching. If you guys want to help support the channel, there are stickers in the description below, as well as swag, t-shirts, hoodies, all that good kind of stuff, and it lets me be able to make videos like this for you. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.